Alrighty. Well, it looks like I'm live, so good enough for me. I'll take it as I am live. Now, let's see where I actually was. I think I'm just gonna be... Okay. I didn't really... Okay, so I know it's not showing for you guys, but... My last played game... I'm level 581. I didn't realize I played for that long. But, I'm gonna start a new game. Go back to floor 1. I know that when the game first released, there was a problem with save data, where it could sometimes corrupt the old save data if you actually started a new game. So that was terrible. I don't think that's the case anymore. Just gonna let this play out, by the way.
Amrita. Some call it a miraculous stone.
Actually, I'm just gonna skip it. Sweet. Alright. I haven't played this in a very long time. I shouldn't be too rusty. I do think I enjoy this more than I do Dark Souls 3 and even Dark Souls 2. I'm just gonna skip that as well. Ah, that's right. Square and triangle to attack. Ooh, okay. Is it X to run? Yes. Okay, sweet. Gotta get used to this again. Sweet, okay. It's kind of funny that he already fights with the,
What are you doing?
like the way that he fights throughout the rest of the game, but seeing as he hasn't even been... Well, it would be weirder if it were different, well, the way he sheaths, so yeah, at least. Ooh. Eh. I don't know, that was kind of something that people talked about, was how did he learn all of these things as soon as he gets to, Japan? Ooh. Yeah, I know, I gotta equip it to the shortcut. Lots of menu management, at least. It's definitely on the first playthrough. I keep forgetting that it's X to run. And now I'm trying to hit. I've been playing too much Dark Souls. Forgetting that it's, not R1 to attack. Stone, nice. Is there a guy in here? There was. There we go. Oop. You know, I think I'll use spears. That'll be cool. I don't normally do spears. I normally do axes. In general, axes and odachi, once that actually came out. That actually wasn't always... Oh, this stuff's really light. I guess the chainmail's the heavy stuff for the early game. Sadly, you can't change your stance yet. Well, no, I actually think mid-stance is good for spear. Oh, I mean, all the stances are always good, but it's just a matter of what how I feel like playing, pretty much. Nice. I will say, these hallways are not good for thrusts like that. They shouldn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. Can I actually get like a sneak attack on him? No. Ooh, nice. There's the battle axe. I want to say the battle axe is like Oh wait, that's right, I think... Oops. Go back up again. I'm gonna be so lost. There's a mission at the end of the game where you return here, right? You've got to run the whole level pretty much backwards. That was really confusing for me to get through the first time.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
With enough Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the walls
Man, they really just talk a lot here.
We cannot gain Amrita if blood does not flow.
Sweet. London hat and gloves. Finally a hat. And I might as well put on a secondary weapon, right? Oop. Yeah, okay. Ooh, nice. And then I guess that's when they introduced the fact that armor has different ranks. I guess that's the point of that. I didn't have arms yet. So the way... Oh yeah, that's right. This opens the shortcut back to the chest, or to the, well, shrine. There was something I was saying, though. I don't remember. Oh, jeez. I don't recall. I was gonna go over something about this game, but just drawing a blank on it all of a sudden.
Huh?
Oh, there we go. That's right. This game, exactly. This game has a dashing type mechanic, generally speaking, for mid stance and high stance. Can't change it right now, but or mid stance and low stance. So you got really good dodges, and then for low stance, high stance, pardon me. Wow, okay. Give me just a second. I'll go back over this. Low and mid stance, you have a dash when you're locked on, and even when you're not. Mid stance, well, okay. Low stance, you can dash over and over. Mid stance, if you dash twice really fast, you'll do a roll for the second one. High stance, you will always roll. Should be two enemies, yeah. Oh wow, they both died really fast. Sweet. Sweet. Nice. Toughness is a weird stat. Basically, toughness is a stat that dictates key loss whenever you block. I believe that's what it does. Key loss in general, I think. Oh wow, it's a fast running attack. We'll see how rusty I am once we really get into this game. Because I'm feeling pretty rusty just trying to remember stuff. I know you can aggro just one of these guys. That's a big rock. Or not. Okay. Please just only be the axe guy. Looks like the other guy lost aggro. I'm actually just training this guy's stamina. Nice. Or not. Ooh, okay. That hurts. Hurts a lot. There's no key recovery yet, like key pulse or whatever the version of it's called, key pulse flow or water, whatever it is. Basically, it lets you, whenever you dash, it lets you key pulse, which is a quick stamina recovery effect. Come on, just break your own guard. Oh. Nice. Ooh. Greaves. This armor looks really cool, by the way. It's really unfortunate that, well, okay, you can't get good versions of it, but I just remembered there is a transmogging effect in this game. That is, well, it lets you, you know, it lets you take the design of one armor and put it over another. Hence what transmogging means. Transforming into something else. But I really like the knight armor. I mean, there's a lot of good armor in this game, but the knight was one of the first things I really stuck with. Wow, that dash attack really hurts. Like always doing, too. So close. Comes out really fast, too. Bastard sword. Breastplate. That should be pretty good defense. Yeah, it's really heavy, though. Wow, okay. I think 70%... Oh, wow. A blue battle axe? Why'd they have to give you something so good? With key damage... Oh my goodness. Here I was saying I wasn't going to use battle axes, but... I mean, also, mid-stance battle axe? It's one of my favorite setups. Just in the game. Alright, I guess there's no backstab right now. The triangles on it are what I really like. They fit in against almost any enemy. At least I could find a way to fit them in. I'll come back to that. Well, I don't remember where this goes. Seems like the way you want to go. So I'll come back to that. Huh. I don't know, I'm having a lot of trouble kind of remembering where to go. I don't ever remember finding this. Oh, okay, that was a mistake. Yeah, let's just heal. There we go. Maybe it's heavy attack only that lets you actually get the critical hits. Probably have tooltips turned off then, if anything, because I'm pretty sure it would have told you about that. Oh God. There we go. Another blue battle axe. Wow. Give you really good weapons here. Starter weapons, of course, but I was gonna say, I thought I normally came from this direction. Maybe I'm thinking back to the end game. Maybe I never even come over here. I don't know. Ooh. Oh. Oh, okay, it's level 4, that's why it's so much better. Strong attack break. Ooh. Apparently all I'm gonna say is ooh, because everything's just so exciting. Yeah, if you didn't see one thing that the axe... Oh, God. Oh, there was another guy. One thing the axe came with was, human key damage, I think is what it was. Oh, no, human close combat damage. I wasn't even looking. It's even better. You can't guess what that does. I'll give you a hint. Helps with these guys. Yeah, it just does. God. You do more damage to humans, which is sweet. Man. Oh, God. Ooh, nice. Man, I wish there's a skill you get later in the game for axes. You'll actually see it against the first boss here. It's called Tri-Spark. Ooh, a good bastard sword. Better bastard sword, I guess I should say. Strong attack break. The sword's strong attacks I don't really like, but there's this move called Tri-Spark where all you do is you just swing it. You do 3 really fast consecutive hits. It's kind of crazy. Puts me overweight. Although, I rather liked being at... I was rather okay with being at the maximum heavy or carry weight. It doesn't work exactly like in Dark Souls. In this game, there are kind of benefits for going into heavier tiers. First of all, damage reduction, and it's a lot of damage reduction if you go for heavy over lightweight. Another thing is toughness gets boosted. You get a percentage-based boost, I think, to toughness if you're in mid-weight or heavyweight, which is actually pretty sweet. So it's not always a bad thing to go heavy in this game. Hey, look at that. I wasn't looking. Barehanded damage. Human item drop rate. Whatever, I'll take it. No. Both of those are worse. I guess it won't really matter much. I believe you know, I don't remember if you lose everything or if it's just put into your storage box, but for one reason or another, I don't think you have access to it at the very beginning of the game, after the tutorial level. This tutorial level. Man, that's just such good key damage. Nice. Hey, there we go. Ooh, and more life. Even better. Yeah, look at that. I'm at 251 toughness. It's pretty good. Oh my god, look at that damage. Nice. Alrighty. Let's go take out the first boss. Which shouldn't be too hard, I'd like to believe. Yeah, stamina regen is definitely super low. What am I doing? I know he jumps down. Jeez. There we go. And of course, there's a phase 2. Let's go. Jeez. Iframing that dodge while being heavyweight. How dumb is that? Your dodge distance is severely reduced also. Which isn't necessarily... It's not a good thing, but I personally kind of like how low the dodge distance is. Compared to, at least compared to lightweight. There we go, and then we just do a triangle circle. So that, it doesn't really show you here, besides the fact that it has Searchy. Okay, it shows your weapon turn blue, but pretty much, if you do that when you've got a full Amrita gauge, we'll go into living weapon mode. Living weapon mode is just a weapon buff that it lasts a certain amount of time. It's based on the stats of your spirit and how much spirit you have. I was kind of hoping that you'd get, oh, maybe you do? I don't remember. I never did all of the DLC, later DLC stuff. I was gonna say, I was really hoping you got, Ouroboros there at some point. But you might? Alrighty. I don't know. I'm not gonna go with axes because I always play axes, but man, are they good. I just enjoy playing them so much. It's just, I don't know what it is about them. Hammers and axes, but you know. There we are.
The journey was not an enjoyable one.
I'm gonna skip it. I can't decide if I really want to show the cutscenes or not. I guess I'll skip them for the most part. Anyways, this should go over letting you choose. Yeah, I should have read that. Whatever. Yeah, so it used to just be 1, 2, 3. It used to be just 5 weapon types. Then each DLC added one more. I really like Odachi. We'll do spear. 1 second. Supangu. So I was there in the flesh, watching these warriors as they train. Samurai is master of many armaments. If I were to use another weapon, which one would I choose? I would choose Odachi for sure. Yeah, having body and strength, that's pretty good. Samurai knowledgeable in martial arts. First, they know which fighting stance, high, mid, or low. Second, after each attack, they ready themselves by focusing their ki. Once it's ready, technique to rid their surroundings of malevolence. Aha. That lets you know that ki pulses, well, you'll figure out in the tutorial, kind of tutorial stuff up ahead, but ki pulses remove, I don't remember what they're called, like yokai area. I don't remember what they're actually called, but spirit. Alright. 8 million gods and other deities. Exactly how this figure was derived, I can only imagine. Pull out the memoir once more and survey each page until I arrive at the guardian spirit that best matches the force I am sensing. Oh boy. A lot of people like Kato. Kato is really good, but I also really like Isanade. Because the thing about him is that he gives bonus ki, which is crazy. Daibawashi's really good too because their spirit emblem, whatever effect, whatever it's called, is an instant knockdown, which lets you get a critical strike. I'm gonna go with Isanade though. They're just the one that I like. Yes. So when I did the beta when it came out, because that's how long ago I first played it, but I didn't do the tutorial at the time. I think it even offered you one, but when I actually did the main game, it asked if you're a first-time player, do you want to do the tutorial? I decided, sure, why not? Man, it's a really long tutorial, but or at least it felt rather long, but it's worth going through if you're new at least. Yeah, the skill points. Yeah, I thought that you lost all your gear. Actually, when I first played this in the beta, whetstones were completely different. So, this game used to have a durability setting, or a durability effect like in Dark Souls, and whetstones would restore that. Instead, now whetstones, instead of doing that, yeah, I can already level up, nice. What is my spirit at? What's it take? Oh, it gives more life, okay. I actually rather like what he gives. Sweet. I'll go ahead and get spirit high then. Plus he does water, which is really good damage. Water, well here, let me finish going over what I was going over. So instead of having durability, they have familiarity. So what that is when you get you can't. It's kind of hard to see, but there are different sections based on rarity. But white only gets one section. Uh, as you use a weapon and kill people, it increases in familiarity, and what that does is it increases the stats. Oh nice. Oh nice. I don't have the weapon out. 1 second. Whoops. There it was. I didn't really do it there. Key pulse. So let's see. Yeah, I'm at 9 now. So once I get it to 300, that's the first rank that it can get to. And it increases its stats for each time you pass through one of those. White can only go that far, and then it goes up based on each other rarity. So yellow would have 2, green, or blue 3, green's way above. Something else. I don't quite remember all the colors, but so there's that. Which I've got to say is so much better than, because it would be as soon as your weapon. It seemed like what the game wanted you to do before was swap out weapons constantly, but instead of rewarding sticking with one weapon, they forced you to swap with weapons, which it was interesting. It was really rough at times. So, yeah, that was a grave marker thing. Marker of a fallen warrior. I don't know what you'd actually call it, but... Oh wait, that's right. I have skill points to spend, by the way. There's so much to go over at the beginning of this game. I thought there was a... Maybe it's down near the bottom. No. There we go. Okay, yeah, so... Really? You have to wait that long? Okay. So look, this would be the backstab effect for somebody that doesn't know you're here. I didn't realize you had to get that first mission done. So these are cool. Maybe I should show it off. Grapple an enemy. Oh, okay, there's that. So I'll go ahead and get that. That's really good. These effects are really good. Raises the damage of your next attack. So it says it raises the damage of each of them, but it really doesn't. This description lies. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. So, high stance increases the damage you deal. Mid stance actually lets you block one attack without losing any key. I don't remember what low stance does because I don't use low stance often. I'm not a fan of low stance with like any weapon. I actually got kind of good with flux. Basically what it is do that and then you swap stances. And as you saw, if you pay attention to the key bar, gives you a bit more key. Oh god. If you actually swap stances instead of just putting you back at however it's like 53 to 89. Wow, okay, you saved most of it. So it gives you like all but like I don't know 20% back, 15, something like that. And then that'll fill up the rest if you do it that way. Oop. Same thing for swapping to low stance. Low stance spear is actually pretty good. Not the whole combo, but those first 2 attacks, at least the first one, comes out fast enough that you can just use it for fleeing tactics. So if it has a red name like that, Isuke the Brick, it actually means, oh yeah, I don't get the key pulse whenever I dash. But it means it's a developer ghost. So it's not based on somebody that actually died. Oh. But these guys, they drop gear, as you can see. Oh yeah, Choco's glory. Oh my goodness. So many different things to go over. We'll go over them as they come up and actually occur. There's just so much to go over. I didn't even go over it either. The Kodama, the little green guy that I saved, I didn't even go over what he does, but you can pray at the shrine, and if for every Kodama you save, they have a different kind of hat on. Oh, nice. Spear proficiency too, that's the thing. That give me a skill point. It does give you a skill point when you get a spear or when you get a weapon proficiency. Oh, really? I don't ever use that, okay. For that. Oop. I really like this attack. I even just like the stomp. That I could never like it's really weird to time that at the end of a combo so that, well, it probably isn't that bad, but that's a pretty good one. Let's see. That's probably good for... There's so much stuff I want to go over. Anyways, so much stuff to talk about. It's making me want to just keep going. I know I haven't even done much, so... I know I'm also taking combat kind of slow. I'm not being very active during it. There we go. Odachi. I love high stance Odachi. Also, Odachi has this really cool, really sweet thing where allows you to follow up with a quick attack from it. No, yeah, I think this is it. No, it's actually from... It's somewhere around here. Ooh, that's cool too. One of these. It's a follow-up. No. Basically, you do a double slash after you... Comparative strike. That's a really cool one too. Man, I love shockwaves in this game. I don't know. There we go. There it is. So you just, you know, square, square, and then you do a triangle attack. Holy cow, that took me forever to find, but... So really, just good combo. Oh god. Wow, you hurt. You really hurt. And you outrange me. There we go. That was pretty bad, but I beat him. Oh yeah. I don't have the skill required. Armor does have very little requirements, but they do have requirements. Usually, it's not very likely. Well, it shouldn't take more than like 10 levels in a stat most of the time. Over the base, at least. So, it's usually not very high before you can equip any armor like that, unless it's the, there's some armor that is pretty or that, has kind of high requirements. They're like master armors, where it's like, I want to say it's like 20 in skill or something. I forget him. I mean, even mid-stance is good on this thing. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of low stance. Almost ever, though. I just don't like low stance. One thing good to know is that, blocking at least physical attacks. Purely physical. Only drains ki even though you're using a weapon. There aren't shields in this game is really my point. I should have watched the area better. Please come down here. I want to... It's also pretty lenient on the, on this. You have, you have a split second to do it. Oh wow, even these, you're fully safe blocking. Even from the wrong direction. Mari charm, is that one of those ones? Yeah, that's an accessory. There are also accessories in this game. There's so much equipment to get in this game. Oh, there's a thing. If you look on the mini-map right now, you'll see there are red circles indicating enemies. That's something that Isanade does, actually. Oh, poor you. So that's, if I had a different spirit, then I wouldn't be able to see enemies on the radar, on the map, mini-map, whatever you want to call it. Man, these guys take forever to shoot. And there's a shrine right back over there, very close to where I was. Ah, I forgot. Should have been more careful about that. All these guys are standing up, you can hit them twice. If they're standing. I hate that attack, I really do. Always have and always will. I guess I'll stop at the shrine then. Oh hey, there's a Kodama. Wasn't even looking for him. Wasn't even looking at him when I accidentally found him. We'll go to the shrine first and then we'll maybe go back over to that area, deal with those two enemies again. I don't know what I want to... Yeah, okay, so there we go. Okay, we can go with the Kodamas now. So, I've saved 2 Kodamas. Each one, you can pay them when you're at a shrine. Of the ones that you've saved, it goes based on the map region. So there are, what, yeah, okay. So there's, well, 9 in this map. There's a good number in each map. 7 to 9 in each map. There aren't too many maps in a game, or in a single area, but each one does a bit of a buff. Armor drop rate, elixir drop rate. Usually it's a 5% up to 25, unless it's these 2 drop rates. Yeah, maybe that one too, actually. These 2 drop rates max at 5%, while Amrita goes up to 25, and so does Healer. As you save them, you can get a stronger buff from them, but the other thing they do is they increase the number of elixirs you start at when you start with when you rest at a shrine. It's only one more level till I can actually max out my guardian or unlock the highest spirit required, which is good. Let's see. Yeah, so it maxes at instead of just starting with 3, you can get all the way up to starting with 8. It's really nice being able to have that many. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Heavy stances, or high stances, extremely slow. Especially on spear. There we go. So, up to that point, you're actually not wasting any elixirs. So, like, for now, since I haven't found enough elixirs, I'm only starting with 3. So I'm not wasting any by using. It'll always restock me up to at least 3. And I did it again. These guys have 2 grabs. The one that you saw, that one, which you can punish, and the other one just lets them smack you with a stone. If they smack you a few times with a stone. Very dangerous. I don't like them when they're in their ground form. Oh, nice. Uji katana. I died here. He's got some decent equipment. So, heavy's good for draining ki, heavy stances when blocking, or against blocking opponents. Mid stance is good for blocking opponents. And then low stance is at least good for DPS. I don't know. I really don't mess with low stance enough to talk about it. It's crazy how little I use it. I obviously don't play the most optimal way either, though, because the most optimal setups are pretty crazy. Obviously, you can't play the most optimal way yet, but it doesn't take long to unlock what they really, or what you really need to. Especially with dual swords. There's a move that you can get where it's... I don't remember what it's called, but you sheath the weapons and then you do a cross slash effect. So hit them twice, and then you can... So yeah, you hit them twice, and if you don't hit them a third time, they fall down, and you can actually immediately, if not kill, at least critical them. Critical hit them. I didn't realize Spirit gave me magic points. Well then. Ugh. How long does it take? Oh, not very long. So we want wind talismans, and we want water shots, so we'll go get some water talismans. So talismans, yeah, we can go over ninjutsu and magics. On-meal magic. You equip them the same way you have a capacity. I don't remember. Ki does... You take more ki damage, or sorry, wind makes you take more ki damage if you have it, if you fill the bar. Water is extremely good, by the way. You just apply the buff, and then if you can... That's something low stance is good for, is applying buffs, or debuffs to enemies. But, cast it. You have water. Water, if you can actually apply it, like the debuff, lowers defense. It's really good. Alrighty, sorry about that. Ended up having my roommate come down and talk to me for a while. Not that that's a problem, but I thought I might as well keep playing while that's happening. Okay, we can go over a couple things though that happened. First of all, I almost died. Crazy, isn't it? But, so this maxed out familiarity. I'm not going to use it anymore really, because I immediately got a better weapon. But, this is a good time to look at different effects. Weapons have different effects on them. Mid-attack key reduction is actually what I got here at 12.7%. I did a little comparison, so I got... First of all, seriously, there we go. 6 key on a combo there, which is pretty good. Alrighty. So this is a yokai realm. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called a yokai realm. And if you get close enough, you would have thought it spawns a yokai. Oh, okay, just go straight for the iframes. Or okay, maybe it's just bad range on this attack. Also, Odachi is great for dealing with these guys. And that's why. Because if you can hit them in their horns, they instantly get a key break. Why would I dodge that? I was blocking. Alright. And, at least on that yokai, it's a lot more, it's so much more damage though. That's unfortunate, because I really liked, well, let's see. Oh no. That still saves me 3 key. That's pretty good. What's my carry weight at? Only 33.7. I don't even have enough stamina to wear heavy armor either. Okay. Well, we can do that. More life. Eh. That's good. That's good. Ooh. Okay, that's good enough for me. Better defense, better armor, better stats in general. I know there's a Kodama somewhere. There's one right down there. Oh, there he is. It's gonna cut ahead a bit in the level, but that's fine. I'll just walk back to the shrine instead. There's a shrine, yeah, I skipped. You can see it right over there now. I equipped the 2 longbows because I totally forgot, but they actually had... By the way, actually... Ooh, Hamrita from Yokai. That's good. I was gonna say, I didn't even look at the actual effects of the first bow I put on, I just put one on. Alright, here. I'm gonna take my spirit to 11. I actually don't. Barely don't have enough for... There we go. Oh. Do Kodachi, or do Odachi and Spear even scale with anything similar? Heart, strength, and stamina. Not really. I want to focus on spears. What about spears and dual swords? Strength and skill. Oh, no. Does that actually apply to your other weapon? It doesn't seem like it. I don't like dual swords. I rather dislike them. I don't know, I'm not really sure. Oh wow. Way more items than I was thinking about. Didn't even pay attention to half those things I picked up. Okay. I'd love to do body, honestly. Gives you more health too, anyways. Alrighty, skill points. I gotta work on magic too. Oh, pardon me. Terribly sorry. I gotta work on magic too for that. Stunning them? Oh, okay. Oh, I like that. That's really good. Oh. Set up like, can you get that for every stance? No, that's really good too. Oh my goodness. Ah, that's what you want. Earth. But you want it for all three, of course. Living water man, living water heaven. Man is the one that I really want. What is this? Huh. That's really good too. I wish this were good. It looks cool at least. But it costs a lot of key to do. Spear stance change from any stance and lets you combo into. Spear stance change? Isn't that just... whatever. I would never use that. I like that attack, actually. So, that was another thing I was going to point out with mid-stance. Sorry, it's the light attack. Or heavy attack. So, hits that are actually not with the blade of a weapon, they do less physical damage. However, it's... wow, he actually just dodged me. What is he doing? Weird. If you're not hitting with the actual physical part of the weapon, the blade part of the weapon, pardon, you do more key damage. I do want to equip the Odachi because of course we have another yokai. So the living water man, oh come on man, actually just thank you. And heaven, earth, all of those, they pass between all the weapons, so you only have to unlock them once for every weapon to have them. Ugh. These guys are always scary. Well, okay, these guys aren't always scary, but their big brothers are. I'll tell you that much. You won't see them, I don't think you see them at all in the base game of the first playthrough, but after, oh man. There's a version of these guys that instead of fighting with just dual swords, they fight with a sword and a gun. So, if you try to cheese them with ranged instead, they just shoot at you, and it's like really high damage also. Oh nice, Demon's Horn. Kusari Gama, does that scale well with body skill, dexterity, body skill? Well, it's main scaling. No, its main scaling is dexterity. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Oh boy. Yeah, let's fight you over here where we don't have to deal with the other guy. Come on, man. There we go. Ow. Spirit Iron fragments are extremely common later in the game. They don't really matter. I shouldn't have healed there. By the way, if you can't tell, which you might not be able to because you might not be really paying attention to how much I heal, but I want to say elixirs heal a percentage-based amount. I believe, if I remember correctly, they do, for sure. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works, because there are skills that buff the amount that you heal. But I want to say that's... And I want to say that's just because it's not a... Actually, it couldn't be a flat amount because of how much later in the game you're healing. There's no way it would scale up that much, I would think. Poison to death. I knew you were using a spear yet. I'm still surprised. Oh, let's actually get the kill. Young blood armor. That's the chest piece. Nice. It's probably a bit... It's not much heavier, really. I thought it was heavy armor. Obviously not. Looks cool. Could have sworn you could get that with another stance. I don't know. We'll worry about it later. Hey, water. Nice. Oh, there's a Kodama over there. I'm assuming, yeah. I thought that's what it was. Oh, okay. It's unfortunate that I don't have the key recovery on dash. It makes a huge difference. Oh, so another thing yokai realms do, if you watch his key, it recovers continuously when he's in a yokai realm, as he is a yokai. There we go. Rogue armor. That's heavy stuff. Very, very heavy stuff. Okay. An axe. Oh wow. Weaken arms already? Didn't think that was very common on gear. Or maybe that was something they added in DLC to make it common on low rank gear. Or on gear at all, I should say. I'm not taking the normal path I would through this level at all. There's a really fast way through where you just cut through the fire. Just kind of hurts, of course. Oh, that was all the way back. Ooh. Ooh, I got a gun. Sweet. Burned to death. Yeah, we'll fight him. There are a lot of spear. Sweet. What an easy farm that was. I shouldn't have... Well, here. Where was that building that I ended up jumping off of? Just over here, yeah. There we go. Totally forgot to save you, little buddy. There's not jumping in this game, actually. It's kind of crazy. Also, as you saw, fire damage really adds up fast, at least in the early game. Ooh. Yeah, I saw both of these things. Ugh. I could just key break him now. Oh, what a waste. There we go. What are you doing here? There we go. Trying to do a bash. Wouldn't work at first. So the boss on this level is pretty easy. I'm bringing it up because I'm actually getting kind of close to the boss. He's a pretty cool one, Onryoki. I think that's what he's called. Yeah, there's a chest in there too. I don't really want to grab that. Well, okay. Kick this ladder down and then I'll grab the chest. I would assume I can drop or walk over to it. Oop. Forgot about you. That always looks like it should have a follow-up, but even when you're playing Axe, it doesn't. That does, though. That has a... chest just saved his life. Oh, nice. Another Odachi. Give me another accessory. What do we got? Swords. Wait, did I already get another accessory? Ooh, I did. Versus fire versus yokai realm. Sweet. So versus yokai realm, what that does is it lowers the amount of... There's more than what I described for yokai realms. They also lower your key recovery rate. Hence what I was going to... Ooh. Oh, no. Nope. Nope. Not what I'm wanting. I'm assuming that doesn't apply to buffs. It might. What am I doing? The shortcut's over here. So versus Yokai Realm lowers the amount of stamina reduction loss that you have. So at super high amounts, Yokai Realms you can totally just hang out in without really having to worry. Oh yeah. Oops. Oh god. That's, by the way, that right there is what Tri-Spark looks like. If you ever unlock it with an axe, it's exactly that attack. Why you gotta recover your own key? There we go. What's crazy was if I had actually invested in a skill. I don't know where this one is. There we go, this. Could have done that. I would have actually pulled off that if I had that skill. Just due to when I actually decided to keep pulse. Is there an enemy like right below me or something? There must be. Oh. There we go. What do we got? Travel amulet. That just lets you go back to the last shrine you were at, I believe. Yes. Oh, bumped my mic. Uchikatana. Not paired. There should be a Kodama right up on top of one of these buildings over here too. By the way, there's totally no harm at all in using ranged weapons when you have them. Definitely just a good thing to do for pulling aggro. Or just point it at him. While I have bad aim. Whatever. Oh. How poor of me. There we go. Go ahead, shoot. Aha! Well, that took him forever. Holy sand. Cut down by outlaw. Yeah, sure. Another spear user, too. Oh, jeez. Aha! Got him. More young blood armor. Roller stuff. A guy behind the box that definitely should have hit me. Huh. So the boss is right over there. We'll get to him. I'm taking my there's the Kodama right over there. Taking the very, very long route through all this. Just not rushing. Sacred water. That's spiritual. There's a ladder somewhere around here. Probably back through the building, I would assume. Oh my goodness. Ninja-ish. Another spear user. A low stance spear user. I guess that's one thing that's really good about low stance. It really lets you get away without using like practically any key. They can actually drop their weapons. They can drop any gear they're using. I've just been unlucky. Haven't gotten any of it. Nice. Oh, here's a cool... Should be a shortcut somewhere. Oh. I don't remember. Oh, I do, actually. You'll see. I went to the wrong building, that's all. Take that stone. It's this ladder that I was looking for. I like this shortcut. It's a pretty cool one. At least it's a sword user. Not that it really matters what they use. I'm just surprised. I was just surprised that I had seen so many spear users. I know that they set them all here anyways, but even still. Come on, man. Weird. So just because... One second, now I have to check. So look at that. Whoops. Yeah, you saw how... Yeah, I was checking that thing that when you swap stances, you recover key, it actually doesn't apply. Oh, it does apply. You just have to be a bit slower about it. Weird. So it's because you have that attack whenever you key pulse when in heavy, high stance. It makes it not want to actually give you the key recovery, or the, yeah, key recovery buff. Instead it just wants you to do only the key attack. But if you delay swapping stances by just a quick second, so what they wanted you to do, of course, was drop on the guy and kill him there. Irene is my hero. Axe, purple armor. Purple, that's right, okay. Drop down here to get the Kodachi. Over there. Summoner's Candle. Okay. That lets you call back your spirit if you've died, if you have died, without losing everything. So you get everything that you lost, like all of your Amrita that you lost upon death. You recover it all without having to go actually pick it up, which is, if you couldn't guess, extremely nice. They are a very rare item though. I didn't even use any until probably the second or third playthrough, before I really started burning through them, or using them at all, just because they felt so rare. I wonder what Kodama number that is. I don't think I remember where all of them are though. Not on this first map. I'm trying to think. I think I've already missed one or two. I've missed 3, okay. Every, maybe 10 you find. No, we don't want more. That'd be nice. We also want magic though. Nioh skill points, capacity. We want, technically we do want 3 more capacity, so. There we go. Look at that. Well, we gotta fight through all this first, but... Oh! Of course you're a low stance spear fighter. I guess you do swap between the stances, never mind. Wow. You don't get much ki yourself. Fast. I'm coming back up so I can drop down and fight this yokai that's in here. It's a very dangerous area, but how else would I get this item? Oh, I'm dead. He didn't even do it didn't even do like the normal grab animation. Or like the, not animation. Could have sworn there was a bit of a different grab attack than that. Whatever, that's fine. I'll try it again. At least it's a very short walk. And I didn't swap to... Oh, dodge. There we go. Ugh. What I really hate... Oh god. First of all, these guys do a lot of damage. What I really hate is when they do that claw swipe that you saw, but then they do the follow-up. Follow-up's really strong. Let's just die. Please die. Thank you. Starting to worry me. Plate mail, plate mail, plate mail. And I got a new charm. I want to keep the fire one on, but... Ooh! Ooh. I don't care about recurrent damage. What about the spear that I got? Is it better? Nope. Equipment weight damage bonus, though. Familiarity. Familiarity damage bonus is pretty good. Since you're gonna always have, at least with a weapon you're gonna stick with, you're going to have maximum familiarity. So it's always gonna be a bonus that you're getting the maximum out of. Man. Nice. Do it. Start backing up. Yeah. Liking that health recovery. The boss is so close, yet I'm not gonna go fight him yet. There's a few things I've missed. First of all that, but then back here, this sweet item, the Hikiri Blade, Harakiri Sword, there we go. So, ooh, got a better spear. Enemy defeated damage, mid-attack key reduction. The 2 damage actually isn't worth it to me. I don't really want to deal with that. Okay, so that item. It is the dark sign. You will lose all Amrita and return to the most recent shrine. It's great. You just killed yourself. And I believe maybe you don't drop. I don't believe you drop your spirit when you do that. Alright, let's try it. Let's see if I'm still bad at this fight, or if I'm still good at this fight. Oh, I didn't even... There we go. That's all we want to do. So you don't actually take damage. There we go. So, as you can tell, confusion might just be extremely powerful. So, that's the idea of abusing water and wind. I shredded that boss. It's a couple things to go over there. You don't take damage when you're in spirit mode. Instead, you take spirit damage, which means that if you get hit too much, you get knocked out of spirit mode early, and if that happens, you are automatically also set to 0 ki, so you're put in a really bad position if you do that, if you're not playing careful. Didn't go over that before, so if you apply wind damage, not just any 2 elemental effects, you also inflict. It's not called confusion, I think. I don't quite remember what it's called.
Who are you?
It's a Tori Hanzo. But I don't remember what it's called. But what it does is it causes the effect. It instantly drains all ki, along with giving, if not the same debuffs of every other status, similar debuffs, as in lower damage, lower ki recovery, lower defense, and lower toughness. And they cannot recover ki during that time. So they will always be staggered. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, watch out, it's got a cat. Alrighty, mission 1 down. It has... wow, okay. It's taken me quite a while to get through the first 2 sets, or first 2 missions. At this rate, it'll take forever to complete the game, but... there's a lot of stuff I'm going over for this first stream, at least. He's pretty cool.
案ずるな。あやかし騒ぎを追えば、お主の仇も現れよう。まずは家康様に近しい隣国。
Alright, anyways, I'm gonna finish skipping this up. That's basically showing, or leading up to mission 2. There we go, Hirmorogi fragment. That lets you get out of a mission. You lose everything if you use that one, but you get out of the mission for... There you go, if used during a mission you will lose all Amrita, however, they can be retrieved by canceling the mission. That I still don't understand, by the way. Basic action controls. So there we go. Wave the wind ninja. Ugh. I don't have either of these unlocked right now. Deep in the Shadows. Isn't that the one I'm on? Yeah. She's a horribly tough boss for me. Haven't gone over who it is, I know, but it's kind of crazy. Dialogue. So much to do, so much to see. Never really much of a reason to sell anything. Instead, generally what you want to do is disassemble. Ooh. Could make a spear. Would be pretty worthless, but... These are, prism stones, I do believe. Ooh. Not good at all, actually. Wait. I would like a better Odachi, so... Okay, so this thing's key reduction actually jumped up to higher than I was expecting. Let's try making one. Oh wait, no, that's buy. Can I forge one right now? Oh, I can. Of course I don't have the stuff. Well then, let's... I don't think I have anything of special value here. We'll just go ahead and mark it all. I know I should probably go through it all, but... Ooh. Now can I forge a better Odachi? I can, look at that. Let's use the best equipment we can get. Wow, that's really unfortunate. 1 second. I'm gonna forge one more. Oh, whatever. Oh, maybe that's the thing I should do. Shrine. Boons. I wonder if this is actually going to add the stuff. It did. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because that stuff's kind of annoying. Whatever. Look at that. Sweet. That's another thing, by the way. Making offerings here is also really good. Yeah, you can't get rid of any of this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But... Ooh, nice. It all buffs money gained. That's nice. This is good spear armor, if I remember correctly. Higher key. Skill damage. Final blow damage, close combat, critical. Ugh. I don't really like it. Is it stronger than what I have right now? That makes me curious if it is even. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Amrita earned from people, though. That's good. Introduction. Attack +5. Good. Okay. We'll stick with that for now. If only I also got the spear. It's a lot to go over. Alrighty. We'll do that next. But Torii Gates, that's how you do online stuff. Hidden Tea House. I guess it'll give me all of my, oh boy. Clan battles, rankings. What clan am I a part of right now? Toto. Toto was really good. It's kind of funny. They ended up nerfing Toto because the change to life stamina. Well, I think they did at least. It became supremely popular when the level cap, point cap was increased a lot. Because you could get a lot of extra health by just pumping stamina. It would end up actually being more health by pumping stamina than you were pumping life, or body I should say, which is the main health stat. Okay. Oh, it is confusion. Ooh, confusion duration increased. I thought that there was like a clan war thing going on. 50,000. I could always see what happens if I get a spear. Blue. Oh, we'll do one more. Agility damage bonus. Huh. Hey, there we go. Wind damage. I wonder if it does affect buffs. If so, that'd be nice. Wow, none of these are actually stronger. Okay. I guess I could have equipped them straight from there, but Amrita earned. There we go, we'll just do that, yeah. Yeah, there we go. And spear, do I want to change? No. I'd rather do these. Ooh, I really like versus. Yes, will not be asked again. Okay, close combat damage. Yes, yes, yes. And then you just basically these are the only ones I want, and these are the three that I don't want. Luck is okay, but I don't need it. Durability, that's really good too, but I also really like versus yokai realms. And then we just want gold earned. Yeah, there we go. That's the one you want. Key. Alright. All the tutorials. Neither god nor yokai. Alrighty. So. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's what I needed to do, was hit update. No. What's the worst ranking clan? I wonder why. Who knows? Okay, I'm going to transfer. I'm going to look through these. So the clans you unlock after your mission, it's either like 3 or 4, or it's like 8. One of the, I don't remember exactly. But as you can tell, it's an online and also offline thing where you get bonuses. Damage reduction. Oh, nice. Oh. Oh, that's a good one. They give you bonuses like this, but then you also compete with other people to get glory. That glory goes into a global pool and goes into a competition that times out once a week, once a month, something like that. Oh, that could be good for Oh wow. It's hard to donate to, but was combat attack. Pierce guard, oh, with ranged attack. Money earned from enemies. Money earned from enemies is a weird one. I think people, it was misvalued at first. It's a 16% chance to increase the money that you actually earn from enemies up to double. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like the life recovery from purification. Self and allies healed. That's also good. Heal in close combat. Increase mission rewards. That's cool. Pure. Does that mean right after performing a? Okay. Reduce damage. Decreases damage received in proportion to the number of enemies you have. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I might stick with them. Oh, look at that too, and they give you whetstone rewards. Oh, wow. It's a lot of Onmyo magic for early game at least. This is the one that I used for a while. Or I still use. There's a barehand. Oh, cool. Barehanded damage. Water damage, that's good. Is that plus 32 for each? Oh wow. Plus 32 per piece. Hey look, it's the Triforce. Wind damage. Break, axe, close combat damage. Critical enemy. Oh, okay. Silver tongue. Oh, pointless. Oh, that's good. Elixir burst. I know this is probably like one of the most mundane things you could watch somebody look through, but life bonus. Oh, okay. You get a bonus, yeah. No. That's a good one. I can see why people would use that. Oh, the Date, okay. Oh, that's cool. The bomb damage. So they're the Heroku damage and the Kayaku Dama are different bombs. Just ranged attacks. Damage halved. 40% chance, I assume. Skill damage. Wow, just a third of a chance to not actually consume ki. It's like 40% more toughness. That's crazy. I like that. You actually this one just stops you from being, it cures. Elixirs cure you also, so it's panacea. Close combat damage, status enhancements. Hand cannon, no. No. Surprised not many of these really do anything for... Which one's really lowly populated? Yeah, I can understand that. And that, honestly. I was looking at one of these. Kinda like that. That's a lot of damage bonus. Yeah, that's fine. Hand battle is almost over. I haven't really done anything for it anyways. Oh, yeah, so you can also... You buy these, but I think I bought all of them available. So you can just buy different skins so you don't see your armor, you just see a different character. I really like his armor and his axe. This guy's armor and axe. He's got a very powerful set, to say the least. His armor is really common to see, or at least it was for a while, if it isn't anymore. I also really like his stuff. I don't ever use it. Not greater good set, but something like that. It's all about just being tanky. This is officially one of the better sets in the game now. I think people have realized it's a really good one. I really like it too. It's really powerful. People recommended the Lee set for a while, and they still do recommend it early game, but it really gets you killed fast if you keep it up, like keep equipping it all the way through the game. It's incredibly weak defense. It's kind of crazy how weak it is. I don't know how much more I'm gonna do. I may just do the rest of the side quest in this first level and call it there. I know that shows off like none of the game yet, but I gotta get my footing pretty much, you know? So if I wanted to be crazy, I'd run all the way from here just straight to the mini-boss that you have to fight at the end, but that would be dumb. Wow, look at that. Just 5 damage already. There we go. We could do strength. Well, we want some stamina. I don't really care about dexterity, although it could be kind of nice. Key pulse is higher from that. Thanks for initial bonus given for key recovery. Okay. I have 1 versus poison? Are you kidding me? Wow. I have nothing versus poison. Okay, we'll do that. Let's apply the skill points. Learn skills. There we go, there's that. I do like that. Can't get any of those yet. There we go. Interesting. So what does this full set give? Oh, 1 second. Let me actually pull up. Oh, look at that. Let me pull up the chat, because I was kind of just streaming for the sake of streaming, so I'm not looking at chat. 1 second. Quick second. There we go. Yes! Okay. You didn't, obviously you didn't see it at the start. I'm assuming you just tuned in, but I actually have. Actually, maybe if I finish this mission I can show it off, but I have a level 586 character, something like that. So, yeah, this game really does take a lot of leveling. You could say that. But I rather enjoy this game, so. Can I not use this weapon? How does it say? Oh, I don't have any ammo, that's why. Durr. But I used to play this game all the time. I have just over 200 some odd hours on that save file. Oh, that's unfortunate. Whatever. I do like the health recovery I get for killing people. That's nice. Let's see how bad of a shot I am. Oh, wow. Please, over 200 hours that's nothing. I mean, it is for some games I play, but I could put so much more. barely got 70. I got really into it. I dropped it before any of the DLC came out. But then the DLC came out, and I decided at some... It was like DLC 3 came out, and I was like, maybe I'll give Nioh another go. And man, I just didn't stop playing. And I didn't even do all of the DLCs. I just was doing main game. I didn't even finish all 4 playthroughs that it asks you to do. There's so much stuff to do in this game. Interesting. Oh god. Honestly surprised I didn't get hit there. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, well, like, I was talking about this with some guy earlier. If you want to talk about a game that has a lot of time on a save file, play Monster Hunter. Well, look at my Monster Hunter gameplay. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, I had, or have it still because I still own the game, a file that has 2,000 hours on it, a single save file that has 2,000 hours on it. That game I played to death. So, and I had a Dark Souls 2 save file, I think that had 200 hours, which is insane for me to think now, but knowing how much I dislike it now, but I played it, that was for PvP though, so, which, I rather liked Dark Souls 2 PvP at the time. Not anymore, I don't really like PvP at all, so. But, I mean, 200 hours is nothing compared to what I used to have a lot more time though, to invest into just a single game. I also I only played Monster Hunter at the time. I mean, I would go months without anything but playing only Monster Hunter. And this was before Dark Souls Remastered came out, because I got 4 Ultimate, I want to say, yeah, I got it on release, and that I played for 2+ years, so it's a very good game. I recommend it if anybody's thinking about playing it. There you go, exactly. 2000. I could not see doing that with I've never played Final Fantasy VII actually, so I shouldn't say that, but myself personally so far, I could not see myself doing that. But yeah. At least putting that much time isn't well, it's insane, but it's not impossible. But I will say, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I love 7. See, the first one I played was 10, and the last one I played, technically, was 10-2. 10-2. So, I didn't ever get too much into Final Fantasy. I did play Bravely Default, which is, I think that's Square Enix, isn't it? That's a very good game. I also didn't get a PlayStation 3 though, so I mean, I did play Final Fantasy 13 too. I never completed it though. I lost interest. But Final Fantasy X was awesome. I've thought about buying it on the Switch, but I know I really shouldn't because I have it on the PlayStation 4 and I mean on PlayStation 2. But it's really good. I enjoy Final Fantasy. The older style where it's just totally turn-based. I prefer that over the semi-turn-based, active turn-based, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's actually called. Where you've got, you know, the bars that fill up and then designate that you have a turn to attack, but other bars still fill up. Ooh, I had Metal Gear Solid 3 on, well, PlayStation 2 and 3DS. Really good. It's a great game. Only Metal Gear Solid I've played. That's rare to see a longbow like that. Too bad I don't really want it. Wow. that run attack. Very awkward. I only ever completed Metal Gear Solid once, though. Metal Gear Solid 3 once, though. I did play it on the 3DS, but I didn't complete it again. Although it's really good. Oh. Oh, okay. I guess just don't kill him that game. I guess on equal footing can do that. I gotta remember to swap my stances a bit slower when going from high stance to anything. This guy's really dangerous if you skip out on him. Letting this guy dictate what you do in the next fight is really annoying. Oops, still did it too early. Yeah. I haven't even looked into anything besides 3 either. Like, I've not looked into any of the ones before it or after it, whether or not they're good. It's kind of crazy, but 3 was amazing. I liked it. First, I played it a long time ago on the PlayStation 2 when I first completed it. I ended up playing through on easy mode. I remember that because I had that trank dart gun, whatever. I want to say it was exclusive to easy mode, or if not exclusive, it was it had unlimited ammo or something like that. 4 is fine, 5 is worst. Okay. Really interesting. Is it just, well, you said what, story-wise? I barely even remember the story of 3 now, but but I remember enjoying it. I remember a couple of the boss fights, specifically the old man boss fight. That was a good one. Like the hunter. I remember the guy that you could, it was like starve, or you could feed him a poison frog or something. I know they had gimmicks to him. I remember there was something called the Shago. I think there was something called the Shagahod, right? It was like a big machine, what the whole game's based upon stopping or something like that. And it's been a while since I played it. And I rather liked it on the 3DS too. I mean, it's not like it would be any worse. Give me 1,000 minutes to line up that shot there. Well, I may as well just, you know, go full, just go ham. There we go. Another Odachi. Nice. You can actually end it early if you do that. What? What's good? How so? Surprised to even see that 2 people are watching right now, honestly. It's so late. At least for me it is. I'll go a bit farther then. Oh, nice. Completely even forgot about items like this. What do I want? Oh, man, there's so many things I just can't unlock. I guess I'll hold off. Nope. Oh, we can level up. 3. Ooh, that's 4 damage. Insomnia. That's terrible. Well, that sucks for you. I really don't have it. Normally, I don't stay up much past, I try not to stay up past 11 or 12, 11 p.m. or midnight. It's rather unusual to see me up. Well, if I stream, I guess it's not too unusual, but I don't normally stay up this late. So it's, I don't know. Sorry, I'm also trying to decide on, I could do that. I could use more carry weight too. What gives more key? Oh, heart does. But it only gives one. We'll do that then. And let's do ninja stuff. I actually used to stay up a lot later all the time before, but recently, man, it's rare for me to stay up much past midnight, let alone 1 a.m., so knowing me, what I was actually planning on doing anyways was calling the stream after doing this ninja thing, and then doing the rest of the side quests in the first mission. I guess let's do this. Give me that. Really? Former trucker. You know, I've always been not really curious about how that is, but it's interesting to me. Because, I mean, I work at a gas station, so I deal with... Yeah, exactly right. Because I deal with a lot of truckers. At least for now I do, working at a gas station. Nice. But I've always been curious about how that is. Doing that, just driving all the time. That would wear on me, I would think, is all. Ooh, binding shell. I don't remember buying that. Whatever. Though I will say, Euro Truck Simulator, it's a pretty okay game. Here, I'll just throw a couple of these. One of those. I cut off his arm with a shuriken. Whatever. Yeah, there's this one woman that I've only met a couple times, but she at least, I assume she drives, but she owns at least a couple trucks, or she just bought a new one. And she was talking about paying a weekly, just paying weekly on it at $995 or so, just a week. And I'm just thinking, and you gotta be making pretty good money if you can afford to do that. I don't know what all she does, but I thought there was another quest here. I guess you have to come back, but... So it's gotta be at least decent. I'll go ahead and do this mission then. Hang out for just a bit longer, but yeah. I mean, I don't really... I could probably do it. Though, I mean, obviously it would mean having pretty much no home life, wouldn't it? Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I would think it would mean a lot of work, though, right? I don't know. I don't know much about the profession, really. I know a lot of them that stop by. A handful of them, at least, that stop by the gas station I work at, so... Ooh. Ooh. But, I mean... Still. First year or two. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it would look like... It seems like it would take a lot of dedication to... like... I don't know. I don't exactly know how pay even works there, if it's... So I have a feeling it might not just be, you know, kind of like an hourly thing. It could also depend on what you do, you know. What you drive for a Poland warehouse now. Okay. That's cool. When you say short haul, I assume that just means obviously short distances, but short distance I assume just being within local, like kind of local distances between areas within the same state. Nothing more than a couple hour drive, yeah. Mileage for, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought that might have been something that that could dictate it. So I mean, I guess if you're willing to go, that makes sense though. Somebody willing to drive really far, I mean, yeah. Okay. Trying to think. The ones that I know, there's one or two of them that, well, there's one of them I see maybe once a week. Talks about he drives Florida to Pennsylvania or something. That's about the distance he drives. Maybe not Florida, but he drives really far. It's kind of crazy. And I know another one that drives Georgia and back round trip, usually every other day or so. Not every other day, but every couple days or something. Or at least that's what he had been doing. That's pretty crazy to me, having that kind of endurance and being willing to go that much. It's impressive. Anyways, back on the game. We are at our first mimic wall thing. Of course. You know what? I should... Please stand up. I forgot this guy tells you. Of course I did neutral. Thank you. Good. Sweet. I don't remember what those are called in the beaky wall, something like that. I don't remember. But they're extremely annoying to fight if you decide to not just gesture at them. Which is what I can't believe it took me encountering like 2 or 3 of those guys before I even thought to gesture, because I just didn't look around before seeing eyes and smacking it. It was pretty dumb of me. How much of Nioh have you played? I would assume you've probably at least maybe played through it once, or did you not even get that far? Obviously, I mean, I put a good chunk of time into it. I never... Whoa! Didn't realize I'm in low stance. Never did everything. Like, as in every mission even, at least after DLC came out. But I did a good number, I'd like to think. Good chunk of almost everything. What are you? Oh, an actual person. Got to third... You know, I never even finished the 3rd DLC. I don't even know if I did the 2nd DLC. I know I did... I remember doing the 1st DLC because I was way over leveled and decided to go back to Way of the Strong, I think, and run through it when I was already on Way of the Wise. So taking out Masamune, or Date Masamune and stuff was extremely easy. I trivialized it because for some reason I didn't want to just do it the normal way, like on Way of the Wise, probably since it was my first run through. I think it was Way of the Wise that I first did it on. I know the DLC's released and they were what up the difficulties, but I want to say it came back later afterwards. Yeah, I know for a first playthrough, like, even DLC 1 already has well above the normal level cap of, maybe not too much above it, but it's already above the level cap of the main game. DLC 2 and 3 probably only escalate that. I mean, I know you already get a lot of Amrita from them anyways, too, but isn't this just like an aggro thing? Yeah. But where was I going with that? Yeah. So I would assume you probably want to be, I don't even remember what the game ends at normally. maybe around level 200 for the DLCs, 200 plus, if that's even the level cap. I know there's a level cap at that point, but I don't remember what the level cap is, you know, before you go into the higher difficulties. There's a level cap between each one. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Okay, again. I don't know, the last time I played through this, I used axes. It stopped at 180. That's still really high, though. Whenever I normally played through this, I would use axes. I don't know about you, but man, they felt extremely powerful in mid-stance. Their heavy attacks drained so much ki, and their standard attacks came out fast enough that you could fit them in between most, pretty much any time you needed. You could play really aggressive pretty much always when you're mid-stance axe. Plus, you know, mid-stance is really good for guarding, which is, I find that really valuable. So I'm trying out spears, and I've used Odachi before, so I kind of want to use something else, but I'm not really sure what yet. I never really got big into dual swords. But maybe I could do just normal swords. I hear they're good. I mean, every weapon type's good at least, but I hear there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with them. Ooh. You see, I've also never been a fan of ninjutsu. It's one thing that I never really went with. I like Onmyo magic. Not really for sloth and stuff, which I know is at least a common strategy. But having confusion available is crazy powerful. But, tonfas. I messed with those on my high level game because I found a pair of tonfas that were gun tonfas or whatever. Ooh, please don't shut me up. So, it was a specific, it's like ending combo moves exploded or something. That was pretty cool, so I used those for a bit, but never really got too into them. Nice. Yeah. 5 means I can finally get... Oh wait, I could get some of these. They absorb and increase your prowess. Oh, okay. This boss, by the way, is one of my worst fights out of all of them. It really is. So... Oh wow, you can get that immediately? Wait, touch me not. Is that the one that lets you revive? Or no? Huh. Increases. Maybe I should get that. And... I like smoke balls. I don't use them much, but they're a cool idea. Can I equip both? Oh, I can't. For now, we'll do tiger running scrolls then. Though I'm not really running through much of anything. You know what? Let's do smoke ball. It's cooler. So I've never gone heavy into ninjutsu. Just magic, but I'll try it now. May as well. Oh boy. Oh good, nice. Oh god. Oh. Yeah, I tried to do the same thing actually. I ended up, the guys, I had a couple of people I was going to play with at some point, but they only ever made it to Umibozu on the first playthrough. So, I mean, and that, like, they were gonna play through with it play through with me as soon as the game had released, but they dropped it really fast, unfortunately. So I never really got to do much co-op with this game. And the reason I only stopped just because I was just playing it so much. I hadn't really I wasn't making too much progress, I think. Or maybe I was, I don't remember it. Maybe I was farming levels at the time, who knows. I was still working my way through Way of the Nioh, and I know I hadn't even... I don't think I had made it pretty much anywhere. I could check, actually. But... well, that does a lot of damage. There's a Kodachi somewhere, or Kodama, sorry. Kodachi. Kodama somewhere around here, I know. I think it's down the next drop. Oh, I have a lot of Kodachis. There we go. Parry plus 11. Very basic, but... oh god. So, seeing as you played this game a lot, I don't know if you remember, because I know you said you haven't played in a while, but did you ever use these skills, right? Where are they? Who knows where they are. The ones where it's, oh, here we go. Swapping weapons lets you do a new attack. Was that something that you used commonly? I never found it. I never really used it too often, so... I should probably get that. That's really cool too. Oh, that's just a parry? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, okay, good. Never mind, it's just this guy. Except he landed his running attack. Ooh. Exactly, yeah. I'd never really found a use for it, so I was curious if maybe you had. Because as it was, it's really cool, but it seems like it probably comes out too slow for it to really matter. Another Odachi. I could have sworn there was a Kodama around here. Maybe he was hiding from combat. I don't know. Oh boy. It is R2, okay. Yeah, probably. I did one PvP battle ever. That was all I ever did. I had never gotten to the PvP of this game. I ended up, the one battle that I had a terrible connection. So it's triangle. Oh. I'm gonna try out the parry. I assume it works on these guys. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it only works on humans. Actually, that would make sense if it did. Or at least other parries seemingly only like to work on humans. It's been a while, I don't remember. I'll assume that's the case. Oh, I didn't get the backstab ability. Whatever. Those are good. Divination. Ooh. Oasis is really good. I liked Oasis talismans. They're expensive though. Like their ninjutsu cost assists. Yeah, sweet. Sweet. Oh. Just die. Thank you. Ooh, Tonfas. Can you? I don't remember if you can make an offering while in a level. You can. Oh my god, I have so much to offer. I haven't even checked any of it, so Maybe I'll just give it all. What are the two exotics? No. And longbow. No. Sweet. And that gives me an extra level or two. What gives... Okay, so strength and body are really what I want to work on. Okay. This boss coming up is one of the few that I ever really use low stance on. She's so dangerous. Ow. Whoops, wrong side. Oop, come on. What? Did you hear that? Did I break these? What did I break? Ah, okay, it was. That noise. What the? It's not a very normal noise, is it? This is a, Oh. I hate trying to catch, Kappas sometimes. Mainly that attack, yeah. Oh, nice. Good. I did that. Great. That was a... Wow, okay. Oops. Nope. Key, yes. And yokai close combat damage. Now let's go ahead and fight this guy. It's very strange taking things this slow. Whoops. Ooh, Tri-Spark. Oh, I got grabbed. I wasn't even paying attention to that guy. Oh, nice. So it does just last for a good chunk of time. It lasts for like 5 seconds or something. I get 23% more damage after purifying. Ooh, what noticed me? Oh. Totally forgot about you. Whoops. Well, now I have a reason enough to heal. Alrighty. So, would this work? If I just like threw a smoke ball and then just went through? Would he lose? I mean, I guess... Oh. I even knew that would happen. Is this anti... This might be anti-paralytic needles. They're over in the, I know where they are, actually. Over right before the, Cyclops. I believe is where they are. Not here. Hino Enma. Actually my worst fight in the entire game. It took me... So I remember, because I did it, I was so bad at this fight when I first tried to fight her. It took me 40 tries before I ever beat her. 40 plus tries. Obviously, wind isn't gonna really work. Unfortunate. Water would be decent damage. I want to say she's weak to lightning. I'm really bad at her fight, though. It was really funny, though, because when I tried to fight her, I ended up fighting her 40 times, and then quitting for the day. That's unfortunate. Those both hit. Oh, that hit too. Wow. Yeah, I fought her 40 times, lost all 40 times, went to bed, came back the next day, and ended up beating her. Pretty much perfectly. Well, no, I did it first try, actually, coming back. Still a bit rusty, though, so... Ooh, I did not... That didn't look right. Oh, good, I might actually be dead. I think I'm dead? Yeah. Ooh, I'll give it one more try. Well, a couple more tries. Yeah, she's a very special boss. I'll give her that much. I don't know. I mean, late game she's pretty easy, but early game I struggled with her so much. I'm just gonna run back to her now. I should have had my anti-paralytic needles. They're right over here, by the way. The extra ones. I believe these are. Yeah. I ended up actually using all 7 that I had on the first fight, because every time, or once I equipped them, yeah, 7. I ended up using them all in one fight because I was freaking out the entire time. Every time I got paralyzed, I'd immediately pop it and then get paralyzed like immediately after. Ooh. Definitely probably. There we go. That's another thing to note though is yeah, using mid stance really helps with blocking. It's kinda crazy. Oh, okay, that hit me. I know she collapses and she'll stand back up and try to grab you, yeah. Yeah. Come on. Nice. Just do the dive. And then I can just hit you. And then you're gonna try to... Yeah. Okay. Ah. I hate that grab. That grab is extremely dangerous, too. I remember... Because it heals... First of all, I mean, it heals her. That's never good. Second of all, it just does really high damage. It would probably kill me at this health that I'm at. And she keeps trying to land it too. Oh hey. I like that you can punish that, but I also don't like that she usually... Do the overhead kick after. Thank you. That I know I can punish. Eh, she's almost dead now. It's like one more hit. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Much better than taking 40 tries at least, I'd say. There we go. Alrighty. That wasn't so bad. Sweet. Oh yeah, it's this guy. Oh, he was the Raging Bull armor. I really liked that armor. Actually, now that I think about it, spears are pretty cool. I did use them some, but... Let me think. Oh yeah, this also gets you fuse a Ushi? Something like that. He's really good. Probably my go-to spirit for... I might even still use him in the other game. In my high-level game. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this actually, though. I should watch those at some point, but... I am rather tired, so... I'm gonna, yeah, fuse Ushi. There we go. I'm probably actually gonna go ahead and already equip him. Yeah. I should actually... I know he buffs life. I don't quite remember why I used him so much. honestly, but I like him, so I'll keep using him. Is it Tombo Curie that's with the Raging Bull set, or is that with the armor set? Alrighty, well, thanks for stopping by. It's kind of nice chatting with somebody. I'll see you later, though. I'm about to wrap it up anyways. I'm just gonna swap over my spirit. But have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Ah, it's the guard key reduction. That's why I like him. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna quit the main menu. And I'm gonna wrap it up. Well, thanks for watching. All who did. All like 2 of you. But I'll see you guys later. Thank you.